lane. The sentry ward is down.
Oh, but you've got to make sure as long as they don't lose Ramses before anything.
He's going in. Scandal's in range of the sentry. They know exactly where he is. Scandal needs a little bit of help, and there she is! The big black hole! Forward from Corn with the stun follow-up! They've got him! Secret! You are getting wiped from this one! Universe will go down as well! He will be the...
I don't think EG are interested in contesting this 4-on-5, but maybe they can delay it long enough for it to be a 5-on-5 if they Ice Blast and Fissure properly. There is no hook shot.
They're all together. PPD, here comes the Ice Blast, ready for the dodge! In from Universe! It's a disaster! CDEC! They're gonna get wiped from the face of the earth apart from aggressive!
Dota 2 is a dramatic esport that is responsible for some of the most recognizable plays in gaming. However, most Dota players and spectators alike only see and recognize top-level skill in the big team fights that are clipped and shared all over the internet. The truth is that Dota is a fast-paced, dynamic game that requires a great deal of projection, strategy, and efficient decision-making to reach the top level of play. The goal of this video is to unveil what Dota really is. Dota 2 is a cooperative, team-based game focused around players controlling heroes. There are 2 teams of 5 players, one team representing the Radiant and the opposing team representing the Dire. Each player selects one hero at the start of the match and plays that hero for the duration of the game. Heroes can die, but will respawn after a short period. DOTA is an acronym for Defense of the Ancients, as for the objective of the game is to destroy the opponent team's Ancient, a large structure centered in the middle of both the Radiant and Dire base. To do this, players will engage in ways to acquire gold and experience to increase the power of their heroes to fight the enemy and destroy buildings on their way to destroy the Ancient. Gold and experience can be acquired primarily by killing creeps and opponent heroes. Gold is the resource that allows players to purchase items that will grant attributes and grow the power of their hero, and experience is a resource that will level up your hero, increasing the power of your abilities. Creeps play a significant role in Dota. Creeps are creatures in the game that are not directly controlled by players. There are 2 kinds of creeps, lane creeps and jungle creeps. Lane creeps spawn outside the barracks in both the Radiant and Dire bases in 30-second intervals and run down one of 3 lanes on the map. Jungle creeps spawn in one of many creep camps in the jungles on the map. The map of Dota is characterized by the Radiant and Dire base positioned in opposite corners with 3 lanes connecting them. 2 lanes run along the perimeters of the map, and 1 lane runs diagonally across the middle of the map. The spaces in the map that are not a part of the 2 bases or the 3 lanes can be referred to as the jungle. There are 18 creep camps distributed throughout the Dire side of the map and the Radiant side of the map, 9 on each side. The creep camps will spawn new creeps in them in 60-second intervals as long as the creep camp is empty. Each player in a game will typically play a specific role on their team. There are 5 roles in Dota: the carry, mid, offlane, farming support, and hard support. Typically, the role of the carry is to avoid fighting the enemy and to acquire as much gold and experience as possible to become more powerful later in the game. The role of the mid is to be responsible for acquiring an early spike of gold and experience to make plays around the map and control the pace of the game. Off lanes are responsible for putting pressure on the map to manipulate the positioning of the enemy in ways advantageous for their team. And finally, the supports are responsible for assisting the carry, mid, and offlane, or the core roles, to acquire gold and experience and enable them to make impactful plays around the map. Truth be told, covering all of that was simply formality, as for these are the objective elements of Dota that will inform players' pattern recognition and decision making. It is important to cover these elements. However, let's now dive into what makes Dota, Dota, as far as pattern recognition, decision making, and what it means to be at the right place at the right time all the time.